So, Brendan, I actually interviewed the health center Dr. Buchwalder, and she's a doctor, by the way, medical doctor, and about swine flu.
Wait a second. You're talking about Dr. Buchwalder?
Dr.
MD?
Buchwalder, MD.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I interviewed her about the swine flu, and she had some good things to say.
Really?
So, for our guest spot, let's just run that interview.
Okay. All right.
My name's Mary Buchwalder, and I'm a physician and the medical director of the health center. Swine flu, the concern is that it is a new flu virus. Most flu viruses from year to year change a little bit from year to year. Swine flu, because it came from a pig flu virus, is different enough that most people don't have any natural immunity, so they're more apt to pick up the virus, and potentially it could change a lot where people would be more likely to be really sick. So far we haven't seen the really sick part, but it has been very contagious. At this point, it's not particularly dangerous. It's just pretty much like the regular seasonal flu as far as severity and chance of having problems or chance of dying from it. However, the concern, because it's a new virus, is if it mutates a little, it could be like, it's not an Ebola virus, but it could cause really serious complications. College students are at more risk generally for a lot of infectious diseases because you guys live in a communal setting. A lot of students don't get enough sleep, don't eat properly, they're not very good about hand hygiene, cough hygiene, so things can spread pretty readily in a college environment. This flu virus is different enough from any of the previous ones that young adults seem to be at higher risk generally than older people. Normally with seasonal influenza, old folks are the ones who are at high risk of getting hospitalized. With this flu, the cases that have been more serious have been primarily in young people. Follow healthy habits. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Try to wash your hands regularly or use some hand sanitizer on a pretty regular basis because germs live on surfaces like doorknobs and such. Try not to touch your face because if you get germs on your hands, you spread them into your respiratory system by rubbing your nose or playing with your eyes. So not touching your face helps. The other thing that's really important is good cough hygiene. If you are sick or if your friends are sick, just remind them to cover their coughs. If they have nothing in their hands, they can cough into a sleeve. If they've got a tissue handy, they can cough into the tissue and throw it out. If they cough into their hands or sneeze in their hands, good idea to wash them or use the hand sanitizer so those germs don't spread everywhere.
A lot of information,
a lot of facts on the swine flu.
Yeah, good stuff to know.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is that normally we have a guest in studio here, and we talk and we chat and we sort of
right
catch up.
Next to us
and then we play a game that was actually the inspiration for the show, way back in 2000 and...
What's it called?
It's called or Apple Juice. Now, you might be curious as to what's going on here, but you know, our show is running on our website. It's going to run on DAT-V, but it's also running on Flyer TV, simulcast. And on Flyer TV, of course, you know, we're not allowed to say here.
Yeah, and it's a family show too. We
Absolutely,
don't want to
absolutely.
use these swear words and
yeah. Well,
like
I think everyone. Whoa.
Well, I'm just using as an example.
Isn't a swear word. It's a delicious, wonderful nectar
some
of the
cultures
gods.
It could be
if you're over 21, right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. But in some cultures, it could be a curse.
Okay.
Word.
Well, anyway, you probably get the idea. Barley, hops. It's a very common beverage.
Yeah. It's amber colored typically.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna play a game. It's called Beer Apple Juice. Basically, we have
our wonderful
substance.
assistants.
There's two of them. Does she have a split personality?
Our wonderful assistant has created a concoction that's either or apple juice, and we have to guess what it is.
Yeah. So let's describe. What do we see over there?
Well, I think it's an amber-colored substance.
Yeah. I don't see any condensation, so that means it's warm.
Well,
it's not coming from the fridge.
Or it was just freshly poured, and it hasn't built up condensation yet.
That's a good point.
It takes a little time for that. I don't see any head on it.
No,
any froth.
No, but it could be.
Yeah.
It could just been sitting out for a
But then
while.
again, if you shake up, if you let the flatten a little bit, it won't get ahead. I'm gonna go with apple juice on this one.
Yeah.
I know it's
I want to
tricky.
get off on the right foot. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. Apple juice. It looks just like apple juice.
And what is it?
You guys are both right. It's apple juice.
Apple juice. Good job.
1 for 1.
1 for 1. Let's go. Let's never get it wrong ever again.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
We're gonna take down the guest.
Exactly. Every time. Every time. Well, I guess we'll be right back.
Well, so we make a lot of mistakes.
All the time. Just
Yeah.
nonstop.
And
Isn't that right, Thomas?
it's Brendan.
Ah.
See,
See?
I mean, we're
It
idiots.
happens.
It
It
happens. It happens.
We talk about all this stuff, and we probably make a lot of factual errors.
We're bound to get stuff wrong.
All the
It just happens.
Yeah. Who's gonna call us out on it?
You do.
Yeah. Send us an email to heyidiots@heyobrady.com.
Bottom of the screen.
Bottom of the screen. Yeah. So if you're in a group and we've like disparaged your group, or maybe we've slandered you in any way, just send us an email and we will say that correction on air. The most creatively insulting emails get read. So anyway, so you can like call us out.
Call us out.
Yeah.
Because we need to be called out.
Yeah. So you can email us, or you could tweet us at our Twitter account.
We have a Twitter account?
Yeah, we do. Dude,
What is it?
it's okay. So I was thinking about what we should name it, and I jotted down some ideas and stuff, and here it is. It's Hey O'Grady. That's our name on Twitter. So if you go ahead and do a little what is that called? With the little, it's an A, but it's got the little loop around it.
I don't
Anybody?
know.
What's
The
what's
@ sign.
the real name for that? It's the
Someone email us about what the
The-
real name is.
It's not an ampersand. That's the
No,
other
it's
thing.
not an
It's
ampersand.
@%.
@%. That works.
Loopy A. Loopy A. Loopy A. Hey O'Grady. And then we can check it. And yeah,
And that works as well.
works too.
Okay.
So that's our show. Episode 1 done. How'd it go for you? Was it good for you?
Just got that notch on the belt, you know?
It was awful, wasn't it? We need to step up. We can do
I
so
think-
much
I think
better.